I was scrolling through my gallery the other day and I came across this build, and at first it looked fine, but then I saw the roof and I was like, oh, I need to fix that. I found a couple more builds with roofs that need work, so let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I feel like I just need to delete all the roofs and get a clean slate. I'm going to delete all of them except for one, just so I can have a reference for the pattern and trim. Along with deleting the roofs, I'm also going to delete the floating windows, and I will add them back later. What an interesting shape. First, I think I just want to grab this gabled roof, and I'm going to rotate it once so it's facing the opposite way. I want this to be over the largest part of the house, which is like on the second level we have this huge opening that I think it would cover. I don't know. I just feel like I think it'll look good here. It might not. Let's see. Let's just see. And I need to lower the pitch like a lot. Okay, that looks good. I wonder if I could drag it all the way across. Well, I don't know if that would look good because we have a gap right here, but let me just see. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I know how I feel. I don't like it, but I feel like I could make it work if I just make some changes, maybe. By the way, I'm not going to be adjusting the shape of the house, and I'm not going to be deleting or adding anything except for roofs and the little windows that go on the roofs. So yeah, I think I want to raise the pitch a little more, and that just fixed what I didn't like back here. There's the before and after, so that looks better. I feel like I need to drag in the eaves on the side because they're just clipping with the windows, and I was gonna delete the windows, but I was like, wait, that's kind of cheating because it's not on a roof technically, and I might actually drag in the bottom eaves too. We are off to a good start, low-key. Okay, let's click on this and click the copy button. I'm gonna click the period key to rotate it once, and I'm just gonna place it here because there's no point in trying to line it up. It's too big, and I'm just gonna make it smaller and then I can line it up better. I'm gonna place this gabled roof piece right here. I actually want to drag out these eaves because I like how that looks better for the front facing eaves. Click on that one, copy it, and I feel like this would look good if I just put a tinier version of it right in front of it. Let's see. Ooh, okay, that is nice. Before I get too ahead of myself, let's go to the back, make sure we're good back here. We've got an eave that's hanging out, so I'm gonna hold shift and drag it back in. We still have a tiny piece. I'm actually gonna move it forward one tile. That fixed it. For this piece, I think we need another gabled roof. This looks good, but I need to drag in the eaves, even though I don't want to. I think that's the only way this is gonna look good. I'm also gonna change the roof trim on this one piece because the current one that we have is the square roof trim, which is my favorite one, but it is bulky and sometimes it does this. So instead, let's click on the beveled out roof trim, and as you can see, that gets rid of that little piece right there. And I'm gonna drag this back as well. Okay, so this is how the back looks. Let's go back to the front. I think we just have this one section left, and we should be good to go. My first thought is maybe I should try a half gabled roof with the pitch lowered all the way. Let's rotate it and let's put it here. I'm gonna drag in all of the eaves and bring the pitch all the way down, and then I'm gonna drag it here. Maybe I could bring it all the way out to the other side. Okay, that actually looks really good. I'm kind of shocked. I think I need to add the beveled out roof trim to the big gabled piece because this roof and this roof has the beveled out trim. Since these are all connected by like one line, as you can see, it will look better if they all have the same trim. The last thing I'm gonna do is drag out this bottom eave by holding shift. That just gives the house a little bit of separation from the second and third level. I also need to add the windows back to the roofs. All right, y'all, I am done with this one. It looks so much better. Look at the before and after. This one is the definition of doing too much. It looks like I was making it so much harder than it needed to be, which I feel like is relatable with roofing. All right, on to build number 2. Here is our next build. Like, the build is nice, it's just the roof has so many unnecessary little pits, like where the rain is gonna pool. Here's the front and here's the back. I really don't like how some of them have a completely different pitch because the trim doesn't line up when they have a different pitch, which bothers me. We are gonna fix that. Once again, I'm going to start by deleting every piece except for one. Actually, every piece except for two, because I want to keep a gabled one and a hipped one so I can easily copy copy and paste them. All right, so to start off, I think these two pieces are good how they are. I'll fix them later if I need to, but for now they look good. I think I'm going to click on this one, click copy, press the period key to rotate it. I'm gonna try to line it up as best as I can. I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to line it up with this wall and this roof, if that makes sense. Maybe when I show you, you can tell. So let's place it right here. Click on it and bring it up. That looks so much better. Okay, and then click this one again and copy it. And I'm gonna place it on the opposite side. Okay, since I just placed that there, I can tell that I need to click on this one again and drag it over till we can see the white highlight meet the other roof piece. Once you see that, you know it's in the right spot and it'll blend perfectly. As long as the pitch is the same, that is. If your pitch isn't the same, it will not blend perfectly. There will be a little gap. Next, let's work on this section over here. Click on this one and copy it again. Line it up with this little corner. Drag it back in to fit. And I'm also going to drag it over to meet this other roof. Once again, looking for that white highlight to meet the edge of this roof. Once it does, I let go. But now right here, we have a problem. It's not a huge problem, but I'm a perfectionist and I really like to make everything as perfect as possible. I would just drag this over until it's like that, but I'm not going to do that because if you look right here, it's going out too far and it's like hanging over. Instead, let me just copy it and put it right on top of itself. Drag it in once and then drag it over to here. This is what it looks like before adding that piece. And there's the after. Really, I don't need this huge piece. I should have grabbed a half-hipped roof because that will take up less room. Line it up the same way as this other one, as well as having the pitch be the same. And that just takes up way less room. I could have kept it that way, that's fine, but this is just another option. I just realized that this one is way too far back. It actually needs to be brought up to here. And this one also needs to be brought up to about right there. Okay, so that changes things. So, okay, now for this piece, let me copy this, rotate it and adjust it. I need these to be blended together. I need to copy this one, rotate it, line it up with the edge right here, and then bring it up. That is just perfect. I love when things work out. We are done with the second floor. For the first floor, I'm starting over here on the right side, and I think I'm gonna grab a half-hipped roof. So we're gonna grab this one here and copy it, line it up with this corner, place it there. I already know that I need to lower the pitch for this quite a bit just because we're on the first floor. On the second floor, it doesn't really matter how high the pitch is because there's nothing above it that's gonna get in the way. With our roofs down here, we have all of our walls and all of our other roofs right above it, so gotta lower the pitch quite a bit. Let's see how this looks if we pull it over there. I wish the roof could stop here because that looks better, but wait, I have an idea. I'm going to grab a half-gabled roof, rotate it so it's facing the house like this, and I'm gonna line it up with this corner back here. Then I'm gonna bring in all of these eaves. I need to drag in these eaves up here too, because if I don't, then we can't blend these together. So let's pull this one up until it just meets the other one. Let me zoom in so I can see better. Bring it up here. If you hold down the Alt key, you can freely move your roofs like this. I'm trying to blend this so it's like perfectly blended so you can't tell it's multiple pieces. This takes a lot of trial and error getting your roof somewhat perfect, so I think that looks good and I'll be able to tell better when I add the roof pattern. So that's how it looks. Let me pull these eaves over so that they're inside of this. Now let's copy this one and rotate it, and I'm going to put this one here, resize it. I don't love that. Maybe I could try copying this roof piece again, line it up over here, bring it all the way over so that it connects all the way to this back piece. It might be clipping inside of the house. Luckily, it's not. If yours is, a workaround that I like to do that usually fixes it is I will go grab the custom room tool, draw along the outline of the entire build. When you place it down, that usually will get all the roofs out of inside of your build. I think that that actually looks great. Way better than I thought it would. Okay, so I actually need to grab this piece and rotate it and resize it because I want the hipped roof to be on both ends here. See how on this side it's a hipped roof, but then on this side it's a gabled or a half gabled? I want it to be hipped on both sides. So I rotate that and line it up here. Resize it. Okay, and then for this piece up here, since we just rotated this and resized it, now this is empty. I think we're just gonna do another half hipped roof piece and put it right here. This is actually the same way we just had it. It was just a lot bigger and went all the way to the back. If I undo what I just did, that goes away. So yeah, basically what I just did is I turned one roof piece into two so that it looks different from the back and from the front. I'm looking at this over here. Maybe I could make the side connect all the way to the back by using half hipped roof pieces. I have a vision in my head, okay? I feel like I can make this work. If I get a half hipped roof, and let's start by putting one over here. Lower the pitch all the way, rotate it. Let's drag it all the way to where it's level with right here. So like drag it to there. Copy it, rotate it by pressing the period key. Line it up as best I can with the corner right there. Drag it over to right here. Copy it again. Rotate it and put it right here. Let's do a half gabled. Because I'm not adding or removing anything else besides roofs, I don't think it looks good because I would rather there be like a porch right here. But because that isn't right there, this looks weird. I think I want to drag this over and drag this over so it looks like that. I think that's it for the back. I forgot that I wanted to add a little roof right here really quickly. I want to lower the pitch, add a half gabled roof up here. Let's also bring in these eaves. Last but not least, let's move these up a little. Now that our roof is higher, these look way too low. Put them about right here. I think I'm done with this one, y'all. This one was kind of hard, not gonna lie. Our next build is even bigger than this one, so I hope you're ready. This is our final build. I hate that these eaves aren't out and that the pitch isn't up. This one with the smallest little bit of roof sticking out. I have seen worse, but this is still bad. Once again, I will start by deleting all of these roof pieces. All right, here is what we have to work with. Wow, 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 wow. I feel like we should start over here. I would just copy this and use it, but I need a gabled and I deleted all the gabled ones. So let's put a gabled roof up at the very top and drag it forward so it fits here. And I'm going to lower the pitch a little bit. So for this, I think I need a half hipped roof. Hear me out. I'm gonna put them all around. Like, okay, technically I could just put this here, drag it all the way across and through, and then pull the eaves out. I could do that. But instead, I'm going to show you a way to do this without having to drag it through the house. It is a lot more work, but it's fine. So start by grabbing a half hipped roof. Make sure the gable is facing your house. And make sure the hipped part is the part you can see. Let's drag it over all the way and then one extra tile on both sides like this. Lower the pitch all the way and pull these eaves out. Then click on it, rotate it twice on the opposite side, click on it and copy it again. If you ever have trouble placing stuff up on a different level, usually what I like to do is make sure you're on the same level as whatever you're trying to place. Use the grid, so press G if you don't see yours. Either raise or lower the floor until the grid is on the same level you want your item placed. Then it'll be a lot easier to place your item, and do the same thing on the other side. Clicking on the gabled roof, copying it, rotating it, and putting it right here. Pull it up a little bit. And also, let's lower the pitch a little bit. I guess I will work on this monstrosity. Get a circular roof, press G so I get the grid. Let's place it right here. Lower the pitch all the way. I'm just going to drag these arrows until it looks somewhat okay. So I think this is good, and then I will drag out the eaves. I need a half hipped roof, which I can copy from over here. I want to try to do like a wraparound porch leading to back here. Let's put this half hipped roof right here. Okay, so I'm having this issue where I don't want this to show, so I was gonna bring it forward, but then it pokes out right there. I think I just need to put a half gabled roof here because I know that one won't have any of those seams. and pull it over here. Okay, perfect. See, it just takes trial and error, y'all. Let's click on the half hipped roof piece, copy it and rotate it. Pull it over here so it's lined up with the other roof. Pull it over here as well. I want it to be all the way over here, but I don't like how the eaves are clipping through this wall piece. And when I bring them in, I don't like how this looks. So what I'm gonna do is pull this one over, copy that half gabled piece that we just used. Let's put it here. Okay, there we go. Can y'all believe that I just roofed this? Going back to the very front of the house, I want a half hipped roof. So let's copy this one, put it right here. Actually, no, I want a half gabled roof. I guess I need to pull this all the way over here. It's not clipping inside the house, so that's awesome. Need to pull in these eaves. I like that better. I just remembered that I had the roof trim added to the wall part of the roof. So you can add some of the roof trims, not only to the actual roof, but if you hover over here, it'll add it there. I think I had that on all the roofs, so let me go ahead and do that before I forget. Okay, all we have left for the bottom floor is this little section, which I think I can just copy these pieces. Let's click on this one and pull it through here, because then it should blend with the gabled roof, or the half gabled roof, perfectly. Love that. Okay, I think we are done with the bottom floor. It's looking pretty good so far, but we still have to roof this somehow. Let's start with a circular roof and put it over this piece here. Drag the eaves out. After placing our circular roof, let's grab a gabled roof. Let's copy this one. And we are going to blend this with our circular roof. Let's drag these eaves out. Raise the pitch so it's the exact same. That looks so good. The day that I discovered you can blend a circular roof with a gabled roof is the day my building skills leveled up about 20%. Now let's grab a hipped roof, and I'm going to place it on this corner back here. Drag it to the right and drag it up, and also drag out the eaves. For this piece, let's do another gabled roof. Let's copy this and put it up here. I actually need to pull this hipped roof all the way over here. There we go. So for this, I feel like I should just copy this gabled roof, put it on this piece, and just drag it all the way back like that. And this little empty space can just be not my business. For right here, I think I need to copy the hipped roof, put it right here on top of itself, and then bring it over here, bring it up like this. I need to pull these forward as well. Okay, and then let's copy the gabled roof and put it back here. You know what? I just changed my mind. I am going to delete this piece. Let's just pull this one back one tile. I feel like that's fine. We could get away with that. Usually I don't like how that looks with like a gabled roof, but with a hipped roof, it looks fine. That still leaves us with this. If I just pull this one over, then it literally blends together perfectly. Hello? I know I said I'm not adding or deleting anything except for roofs, but just pretend that this is like a deck or a patio or whatever you want to call this, with a fence and a column and a door. That's fine. We're just gonna leave it like that. Finally, I think we just have these two little spaces. Let's grab our gabled roof, copy it, rotate it, put it here, and then put one here. I just realized I forgot one roof piece and it goes here. I had a diagonal gabled roof piece right here because it's supposed to be like an archway thing. So let's grab another diagonal gabled roof. Let's put it right here, bring in all those eaves and drag it here. So this time I think I want to do like a rounded roof. See these little circles? Let's pull up on those and then press Shift C, and that will round it out better. Lower the pitch, maybe all the way. Okay, and bring these eaves up. Alright, y'all, here's our final before and after. Wow, this one was definitely the biggest and the most difficult. I really hope you liked watching this video. I recently surpassed my 5-year anniversary as a gaming content creator. Pretty sure all of these builds are from 5 years ago when I first started posting my builds, and I remember just being so proud of these, and I still am, but it's just crazy to look back and see what I was so proud of, seeing it now and being like, I was proud of that. I mean, this build is something to be proud of, because if it wasn't for me building stuff like this, I wouldn't be the builder I am today. If I didn't try and mess up, I would never learn how to get better. So I'm really thankful that I built like this because it taught me to build better. Let me know which one of these houses you liked watching me roof the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!